So here we have the 2016 Mercedes-Benz 220d Coupe AMG line. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside of it from there. From the outside though, you can see it's a two-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. We're going to start off inside the boot area of it first of all. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have reversing sensors. Plenty of boot space in there as well, and you can fold those rear seats down to increase this space even further should you wish to do that. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through just a few of the controls, as I mentioned, on the inside of it from there. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the speedometer and fuel gauge. On the right-hand side, the rev counter and coolant temperature gauge. In the centre, you can see at the very top, firstly, it will show you what gear this car is in. It's an automatic, so we're in park at the moment, of course. We have a digital readout for the speedometer beneath that. You can change that information for various things, including, as you can see, the total miles of this car, which are 75,514. We have lots of bits of fuel economy and trip computer data there as well. If we back out to the steering wheel next, the buttons I was just using are here. We have voice activation for your phone, further phone controls over here, and stereo controls. Behind the steering wheel, the minus and plus pedals so that you can change up and down the gear manually with this automatic gearbox. And then over into the center, the main screen for the car. So up on here, you can see me moving around various different things, including your satellite navigation. All the movement I'm making, or was making just then, was being done using this dial. You can use this button on top of here as well, or the buttons that appear on the unit itself. So for example, nav there will obviously take you to the satellite navigation menu. Similarly, if I press radio, we will be on the radio menu. We can use the dial to access the different wave bands, which in this car are FM, DAB and AM radio. If you want to listen to your own music, you can do. There's a number of ways you can do that, and they are all listed underneath devices just there. This car also has, if we go back to the main menu, the ability, of course, to pair up your phone at the top just here. And if I pop the vehicle into reverse, a full colour reversing camera with guidelines showing you what direction the car is headed in relation to the image shown on the screen. Working our way down, we have the dual zone climate control. Next, you can adjust the passenger and driver temperature, both up and down, the fan speed up and down. All adjustments show along the bottom of the screen as you make them. When you're happy with those settings, your air conditioning is off, back on again, or hit auto. The car will now take full control, which you can hear it doing, of the fan speed and the direction of the air to maintain the temperatures you've asked for. Any manual adjustment will immediately override that and put you back into a manual setting. We have those physical buttons I was showing you just a moment ago, a clock. We can also turn our hazard warning lights on and off. We have the CD player just there. Some storage in here, 2 cup holders, a 12-volt charging socket as well. The buttons I went through just a moment ago. We've also got the volume for the stereo just here, and you can change the driving setup of the car from on here as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at 7daysonly.co.uk. We'd love to hear from you soon.